Hi guys, welcome to the third episode of the weekly sports show with my co-host Aditya Kumar.
Hi guys, how you doing?
So for this week's topic, we'll be covering about Phil Foden's future. We will give our opinions on whether he should leave or he should stay at Manchester City. So do you want to start, Sri Kumar?
Yeah. Phil Foden, I think he's a great player. He's so good. He's like very talented. He's very good on the ball. He's quick. He has vision for the age. He's like 19, 20. He has vision. He has playmaking abilities, and all in all, he's a great player for Pep Guardiola's team. Like, he's a De Bruyne, but like De Bruyne is next level. He's like next De Bruyne. And the question should be now, Phil Foden, should he stay at City and develop but be a bench player, or go to a club where he actually gets game time and develops
Hmm.
himself to become one of the best in his position and in the game?
I feel like first he needs to, how one of the smartest decisions I've seen a young person take is Haaland's decision to move to Dortmund. I feel like,
Not that,
you
no,
know,
that wasn't even that smart. I think the
no,
smartest
it
move
was it was
was
a wise decision. I would say it's
Sancho
smart.
leaving City. Sancho leaving City for Dortmund.
Yeah,
That
that
was,
was smart, but I would say a wise decision would be Haaland's move because
yeah.
after his bright start to the season, generally every big club wanted him,
Hmm.
but he made the choice of moving to a place where he could develop and where he knew that he would get that game time, which he needs to become maybe one of the best strikers in the world, or if not the best striker in the world. So I feel like Phil Foden should do the same. He should move to a club like Dortmund or Beneficia or any other. Um,
That's a drop.
I mean, they develop Joao
That's
Felix,
yeah,
right?
but
So
then
I'm talking about.
they develop Portuguese players from homegrown. João Felix is homegrown.
Hmm.
Ronaldo, Sporting, homegrown. They're all homegrown players. I don't think
Okay,
that.
then any
And
other,
Phil
maybe like a
Foden, with the
championship team.
wages he has, with the wages, no, that's even worse. In my opinion, he needs to move to either Germany, Italy, or Spain, or maybe France. France might work for him because France right now they're developing the best young talents in the world, like Ryan Cherky and Mbappe. But Mbappe is not a young talent; he's an established superstar.
I mean, he also needs to look at the youth investment the club gives in. So if there's like clubs which have heavy investment in the youth, like how Chelsea does with the youth, they've like in the youth level, I feel like we're one of the most successful clubs because we've won a ton of trophies on the youth level. So if there's a club like that in Germany
But
or
that's not
Italy
possible
or
though. For his quality, for his wage, he can't drop down to the under 21s. It's the
no, I'm
ultimate.
not talking about dropping. I'm talking about clubs which have focused on the youth, so they encourage the youth to play in their first team.
No,
And
but then
with
Faz, I doubt he'll even if he's benched at a club like City, you'll expect him to start for every other club in the world, which is not a big club. So then Barcelona, Real Madrid, okay, sure,
yeah,
he won't start. But if he goes to a club like maybe Leverkusen, Dortmund, Lyon, Marseille, Italy, we can talk about Napoli, Fiorentina,
Napoli, yeah.
maybe Juventus. He'll start for every team over there. That's no question. He'll
So
definitely start.
generally thinking about which team develops the youth the most, it's always Dortmund
It's
in my
always
mind.
Dortmund. And he has it, him. See, the thing is, Sancho and Foden are actually really good friends. You know, they were together in the World Cup win for England. They
Hmm.
were together in for City's youth academy. They grew up together. They're really good friends. And like if Dortmund can convince Foden to join, Haaland will get even better service than normal. And
But
honestly, I think Foden should be moving to Germany, and he'll definitely start, no question. If you're a bench player at a team like City, you'll expect yourself to start in every other club in the world, other than maybe the obviously the big
yeah,
giants.
like the big clubs, because you can see that he has a lot of potential in the little game time he's been given by Pep. We can see that he has potential, but the thing is, Pep doesn't obviously want to sell him, right? So I feel like I don't know why he's holding on to him so much. Like I feel like he's ruining his future a little
Pep
by
knows
just
Pep knows the quality that Foden has. He did start him for the League Cup game, and Foden won man of the match. He was the best player in the League Cup final. So Pep knows the
Yeah,
quality that Foden carries. That's why he wants to keep him at the club. You can't blame Pep for this because like
yeah,
ahead of him there's Kevin De Bruyne, and if you bench De Bruyne, goodbye to your team. There's no chance you'll win
exactly.
De Bruyne.
But I feel like he should at least loan him out.
No loan. I don't
Do
think
him the
they're
justice
willing
of
to
loaning
loan
him
him
out.
because the issue is that Foden has a very high wage, and I don't think any other club's willing to pay that wage unless it's on
Don't
a
you think?
unless
But
it's
don't you think Phil Foden uh, would be at least wise enough to take the wage cut to improve his football? Don't you
he'll
think
only
for
take a
him it's
wage
more
cut.
of
In my opinion,
his love for football would be more than his
obviously,
love for
no
money?
question. But the only reason he'll take a wage cut is if he's going on a transfer. I doubt if he's on the bench of City, I doubt he'll loan himself. Like he'll post a loan move, or Pep will
I
put him
think
down to loan or go on the loan.
I'm sure that at this point I mean, look at this. He's looking around. He's looking at clubs which are giving the youth opportunities, whether it be United, whether it be Chelsea, whether it be Dortmund. They're giving the youth opportunities, and I'm sure that he's looking at his peers, thinking they're all having good game time. Especially the boys at Chelsea, a lot of England youth players, they're all getting a lot of chance. You see, Jadon Sancho having a
Sancho isn't.
really
See,
successful season.
I don't think we should be calling players like Sancho youth. He's established. Foden, Foden
Yeah,
isn't.
but why is he
Foden
established?
isn't
He's
youth
established because he's
because he's
had that
playing.
game time at Dortmund.
But Foden isn't in that youth bracket anymore. If he's playing for a team like City, I don't consider him a youth player anymore. I consider him a proper
Now, I still consider him
player.
young and
He's
really.
obviously young, but I don't think he's considered. He shouldn't be considered like in the same ranks of like Reece James because Reece James isn't developed. Foden's been part of the City first team for like 3 years at least now, and he still hasn't got game time. So I think he needs to head like leave early.
Has Reece James got more game time than Phil Foden in this one season?
No. I don't. No, Reece James only like slowly started coming up in November, December. So I think Foden should leave, but he should look at a club which is good for his career, and when he'll be
Hmm.
starting, he'll establish himself, and he has good players up
How
front.
old is he right now?
Foden's at 21, I think.
Yeah, so I think maybe one, maximum 2 seasons, go out on loan, get your experience, and
He's not
then
going to
move.
go out on loan. No chance. I
No,
highly doubt he's going
I
to go out.
100% feel like he definitely needs to go out on
Foden's
loan
only 19.
because
Foden's only 19.
see, because imagine this, right? City have a 2 season UCL ban,
Hmm.
right? So go out during those 2 seasons because
No,
look, when they
that's a
don't have
smart move.
Champions League,
That's just, I
no,
think that's
but
what Pep's been hiding because Pep's kept Foden for this because if the ban happens, De Bruyne is guaranteed leaving. He wants a
yeah, he's
champion
not guaranteed leaving because I really see them sticking together. Because why would you? No, I think he's gonna stay. He's
because
definitely gonna stay.
I've read reports that De Bruyne did mention that like he got the question, City without UCL, what are you gonna do? He said, I'm not sure, but playing football without an objective for UCL will be kind of hard. Basically, indirectly saying,
It will be
I don't know if
hard,
he'll
but
stay.
I really feel like with Pep staying, with Raheem Sterling staying, with that team together, still as a as a team,
See,
I
if
feel
one
like they
person
will
leaves,
stick together.
everyone will follow. If De Bruyne leaves, it'll be the end of the club. That's the question. End of at least not the club, end of that team, that City team. Because De
I
Bruyne
feel like they will stick
he's
together and they'll
thinking
have like
he'll be
a.
on an exit, and there's only one club really wanting him right now, and that's Real Madrid. They lack that creative outlet.
Anyone would take him. Anyone would
Anyone
want
would
him.
take him, but not everyone can afford him. Real Madrid will guarantee one thing. If they get De Bruyne, they will guarantee a Champions League. 100%. We'll get at least one
Yeah,
because
obviously, but
they lack someone creative. Modric is 33 now. Cruz is 29. And De Bruyne is now in his prime. Like he's
yeah,
right now.
he would be a perfect fit for
He'll be
Real. I
perfect
mean,
for
if
Real.
imagine last episode we were talking about Harry Kane moving to Real Madrid.
Harry,
Imagine a Kane and De Bruyne transfer to Real. That would be a
one move won't be bad. It's like maybe since Zidane's looking more at the youth, Foden going to Real Madrid might not be a bad option. Real Madrid would be a great.
Ford. Nah,
He does because
maybe, maybe,
they don't have an
maybe.
attacking
I mean,
mid
they did want him. They did want him during
when
when
he
was it?
was
I think
young.
during no, but I think
After he
in
won
the
the World
beginning
Cup.
of the season.
No,
In the
after
beginning
oh
of
yeah,
the season,
beginning. Yeah.
that's when
His friend.
Real Madrid really wanted him, and then Pep said that he isn't leaving.
Yeah, Brahim Diaz, Foden's friend, is at Real Madrid right now. Brahim
Hmm.
isn't playing well because he plays on the wings and he doesn't get game
Exactly,
time.
that's the thing. I'm seeing so many young players having the game time. I'm sure that look like he's young, right? So I'm sure that there's still that thought that everyone around me is playing, but I'm still stuck at this club, barely making any appearances, barely improving on the field. Because as much as training you'll get with City's with City's cash and all of their facilities, game time is still game time. It makes a huge
I
difference.
think
Experience is,
he knows playing for a club like City is a huge thing. And I mean,
but why not go out loan for 2 years
no,
and then
loan,
come
loan.
right
I
back
know
in?
if I know Pep, I don't know him obviously, but Pep is known to like not give his players out on loan. It's always transfer or stay because loan doesn't make sense for someone like Phil Foden. In case
Why not? He
De Bruyne
leaves,
gets
gets experience,
see
comes back.
last season, De Bruyne had a big injury. He was out for like 6 7 months. Foden came in, took his place, and started playing really well. De Bruyne came back. De Bruyne is De Bruyne, so obviously you have to start him. So if De Bruyne,
But
Pep
that's
has his
an if,
vision. See,
Kumar.
Pep
You're
has
you're
vision.
you're ruining his potential by not giving him, like, see, this is
19,
the
still
time
maximum.
when they need that experience.
He's only
If they
19.
don't get that experience and that game time, the future is they won't reach the potential that they can.
He's
And
not. It's not like
I can't just look around players and
it's not like
just
he's
think that.
not getting game time. He's getting to play.
Yeah, but you can't compare that to the game time he requires and needs. Like, look at um, I kind of get triggered and I kind of get sad for Foden when it comes to this, because I really believe that he needs game time right now. And if he doesn't leave by the end of the season for a loan, I feel
Loan,
bad for him.
no, he won't.
If he's
No,
forced to
if
say,
Phil
I feel
Foden
bad.
is pushing a move, he'll only want a permanent transfer out of City. He won't loan him. He
Uh,
won't go for a loan.
I feel like a loan makes complete sense, because if he stayed this long, that means that he wants to play for City. So why not just go for a loan? Convince
Because he's
Pep that
getting
you're
tired.
gonna come back.
No, there's no reason. Because De Bruyne is like what 26, 27. De Bruyne is the peak of his powers. His prime will continue for maybe 4 5 seasons more. So if he even gets a loan, he'll come back. Even if Phil Foden gave like 10 assists in a season, 10 assists, 15 goals, they still won't start him over De Bruyne. That everyone knows. Pep won't start Phil Foden any day of the week over De
And
Bruyne.
then if that's the case, then he should leave. Because he,
Yeah.
but my question is, Pep kept him because he has plans for him,
That's what
right?
I'm saying. Pep has that vision because Pep knows next season the ban more. I'm sure 99%. Oh, okay, 90%. The ban's going to go through. City are going to get kicked out from the UCL. No chance. Then, if this happens, De Bruyne, he'll definitely leave. There's no chance De Bruyne will stay. De Bruyne needs, he's got Premier League, sure. He's got like 3 4 Premier League, sure. He doesn't have the one thing that will define him as one of the best midfielders of all time, or at least this century, like this 2010s, 2000s.
I
He
feel like
doesn't
we're
have a
looking
Champions League. He doesn't have a
way
Champions League.
too. He
And
doesn't
yeah,
have a chance.
no, he doesn't have a Champions League. If he doesn't get a Champions League, he can't cement himself as one of the best of all time. People,
But I feel like looking a bit too ahead. I don't, for now, I haven't seen enough of him on the field to say that he will be one
oh
of
no, no,
those
no,
midfielders
no,
you
no
look
question.
back and.
De Bruyne will be considered a Premier League legend. That's no question at all.
No, De Bruyne 100%. De Bruyne 100%. But I'm talking about Phil Foden.
No, no, I'm
I
talking about
doubt
De
it.
Bruyne only. I'm talking about De
Okay,
Bruyne.
okay, sorry.
Yeah,
De
he'll leave.
Bruyne, yes, he
He'll
will.
definitely leave if he knows that 2 years at he's in the peak of his powers for
Hmm.
2 years. Imagine just stagnating in the Premier League, no chance at a Euro. If you're stuck like that for 2 years, I doubt you're going
If
to
I
come
were De
back.
Bruyne, I would leave.
Yeah,
I would
everyone.
100% take my chance at Madrid.
Yeah.
Because see, whichever club buys him, he's gonna start. It's like
No, he
he's like
starts
the
for
best.
every team in the world. Okay,
Exactly.
like
So,
there are few players that start for every team in the world. I'll give you some names: Lewandowski, Pogba,
hmm.
um, De Bruyne.
Pogba,
Pogba. No, everyone agrees. That's a collective.
uh,
Pogba is one of the more complete midfielders in the at least in the Prem. He starts for every team worldwide.
Pogba's another topic.
Worldwide, I
Pogba
don't
is
see it. Worldwide, I don't see a team he doesn't start in. There is no team in the world he doesn't start in. Give me one team.
mm,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
would
There's no
would he start at City?
no question. Him and De Bruyne, no.
Where will he start? Where will he play?
Next to him, 1 2 and then 3 in the Rodri in the middle, no question. Pogba's not De Bruyne. De Bruyne is attacking. Pogba's more of the middle of the park, the box to box. There's no team
I
in the
believe
world.
that Pogba is better off at camp, but Pogba's another topic.
Yeah,
Coming back to
Phil
Phil Foden,
Phil Foden, I
um,
think he needs to leave. He needs to leave.
where's his
Unless
best choice though? I'll still say Dortmund.
Germany, Germany, any team in Germany or Italy.
Yeah,
Italy
Germany.
can also leave.
Germany is good for developing
Young
yourself.
talent.
It's like a yeah, exactly. It's a place where you really can improve and grow as a footballer, and it's seen like we have so many examples. So that's a good that would be a good move. If I were Foden, I would leave definitely, gain some experience, and then move to a
No
big
question.
club. But
He needs to go.
anyway, let to wrap this up. Both of us obviously feel that Phil Foden has to leave. Where should he leave? We don't know, and we don't know if he'll leave in the first place because he hasn't given
The
any.
ban will
Is it?
define everything. That
It
UCL ban.
will.
If it goes through, it'll define the whole thing after that.
It also depends on Phil Foden's mentality, which we haven't been given a.
Because
We
bro, if
we
the
really
ban
don't
goes
know much.
through, it'll it'll define Foden's future as a City player. If the ban goes through, De Bruyne leaves.
Yeah, it
Foden
does
goes.
make a big
It's
difference
gonna
on
change
the
that.
club and some players.
It causes a ripple effect. So I think that's it, Fat. That is
Yeah, so that's our take on Phil Foden, and we think that he should leave. Let us know down in the comments if you guys think that he should leave or stay. I know a couple of City fans. I would like the City fans' opinions too.
yeah,
So
especially
yeah,
honestly they would. Even if you want him to leave for his good future, which club do you want him to go to? That's the question.
yeah. So let us know down in the comments, and we'll see you next week with a good topic.
Let's see. Okay, I'll see you
Thank
guys.
you for joining me, Kumar.
Thank you. You're welcome, Fat, and thank you for watching. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.